What's going on, you guys? It's be your boy Scotty by Nature TV, and we're here for a brand new episode of Yes for the Miss, where we talk about celebrity gossip, hot topics, and all things reality TV based. I hope you guys are having a wonderful, wonderful Tuesday, and I intend on doing the exact same thing, you guys. What is going on? Okay, now if you hear something in the background, baby, that is just my heater running back here. Child, listen, it is cold and the temperature is dropping. It's daylight savings time now, and y'all already know once that daylight savings time hit, it is definitely time to bring out the coats and the pea coats and all of that type of stuff, child. That's what it's time for. And I can't say I'm really mad at it because this is my first, this past summer was my first real summer living in Georgia, and it was a hot summer. And I thought Mississippi heat was something, but Georgia heat is just as hot as Mississippi heat. Okay. But anyway, with that being said, we're here for a new episode of Yes for the Mess, and we're here to talk about some Belle collective tea, okay? And that's dealing with Lateshia Pearson and Latrice Rogers. Now, last night, Latrice was on an episode of Messy Monday with Carlos King, Dustin Ross, and Claudia Jordan. And they asked her a couple of questions about her relationship with Lateshia Pearson and if she indeed set her up. And Latrice was able to give her side of the story, which she hasn't been able to do in quite some time now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back, just in case you guys did not watch yesterday. I'm going to go back and I'm going to play it and give my commentary as we go along. All right. So let's sit back, relax, and enjoy the listen. Let's get into it.
So, Latrice, girl, Belle Collective is popping this season, and your name has been the talk of the town, as you know. So, Claudia and Dustin, they've been watching every episode this season. We are now at the point in the season where your friend Amanda revealed that she had DMs from Glenn. The shit went down at your pool party, and now you and Lateshia are coming face to face on this trip. I'm going to have Claudia and Dustin ask you all the questions, but the main question that I know the audience wants to know, and this is the $1 million question. Did you set up Lateshia to be ambushed at your pool party?
I did not, Carlos. And that is the craziest thing to why people would even think, well, I'm not going to say it's crazy because Amanda is my friend, but to have to personally invite these ladies to my house to ambush Lateshia, for one, I really have no motive. Like that entire day, like I spent the entire day setting up the party. I know you guys can't show everything, but I hired a guy to come out and show the guys how to smoke cigars, bring out cigars. I had a couple massages. I had the girls to come out and show us how to do line dances. Like we had pool games, of course, lots of liquor. Like it was just an amazing night. Like it was just supposed to be about cool vibes. Like it was nothing pertaining to, oh my God, let me set up Glenn and Lateshia. Like, what will I get out of setting them up? I don't care about their relationship. I just don't care that much to set them up.
It does make sense though for a TV show. Like, if my homegirl was coming and like one of the cast members' husbands was hollering, it actually is like excellent for TV. Maybe not in it is like if you did, like I would get that because I know you have to have stuff that's happening at these events. They don't want to just really shoot you guys having fun. I mean, it did cause an epic scene. It was great for the show, but it would make sense. I would tell my homegirl like, hey man, I know he been your DM, so we're gonna play this game, and then we're gonna act like I didn't know. So I can see why they would say that, but it's probably you're annoyed, right? They keep on asking, and you're like, I didn't do it.
Yes. I mean, like the whole issue with the game, like I said, like it was several people writing the questions, right? Mm-hmm. And like I know because we have to go on Twitter, right? Well, we don't have to go on Twitter, but we go on Twitter when the show is live. And I like to tweet, but one of the consistent things that I was seeing was, of course, she didn't look at the questions or she knew the question was on the paper. It is so possible for me not to know. I got so many other different things going on that I'm doing, trying to make sure that this event is perfect because it's on TV. So you want everything to come off, as best as possible. So like I didn't know that specific question was on the paper. I put questions on there like, what's your favorite restaurant? What's your spouse's favorite restaurant? Because my husband doesn't know my favorite restaurant. So just little things like that. Like the crazy thing is, even that question, like, I just don't feel like that question granted. I'm trying to see how I'm gonna say this because it's so much that I want to say.
Say it all.
And I'm trying to
Say
figure out how
all
to
of
say
it.
it without saying so much because I will be revealed coming forward. But Tisha knows for sure. Her and Glenn knows exactly how that question got on the paper. They know that it didn't come from me. And the fact that, and I get why they're proceeding to act as if, they're the victims and I'm the villain, which is perfectly fine. I'm always the villain when it comes to them, so I'll take it. But they know the truth. I didn't write the question. I'm gonna stand on it, and that's just what it is.
You know who wrote the question?
I do.
Now, this is the thing with me. So if you didn't write the question, then who did? Was it production? Was it somebody on your team? Like, who wrote the question? And I do feel like this was a production thing. Being in reality TV, we already know that production kind of comes in and they do certain things. We all know that. And I wouldn't be surprised if that was a production thing. But who wrote the question, Latrice? That is the thing. And if you know who wrote the question, come that reunion, we need to find out who it was.
You want to give
say? I don't want to say. Wow. Like I said, it's we
because
we're gonna find out later.
It's everything comes out at the reunion.
Okay. Yeah, but we want to know now. We nosy, pushy Aries. And
I need you guys to watch the show for the rest of the
season. Let me ask you this:
you guys will see if it really was me, if it wasn't me.
So it does. We will find out, though. We will find out. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's worth waiting for then. Okay.
And so you can't tell us who wrote the question, but tell us this: when it is revealed who wrote the question, did you feel vindicated in any way? Did you feel like you had to offer up an explanation? What was your feeling after it was revealed to the other cast who wrote the question?
Honestly, when it was revealed, like how the question got on the paper, my thing is, like, one thing I don't do, I don't feel like I have a reason to lie to any of the castmates. Like, I don't owe them a lie. And I have no reason to lie on them. Like, I have my own life. I have my own issues going on. So honestly, I don't focus on the Lateshas or the Glendales. So even when it came out, like, who wrote the question, I honestly didn't care. It was like, I didn't care to feel vindicated because I knew I had always spoke my truth.
Yeah.
So.
People also feel like after last year, right, when you and Lateshia had to sit down, and it's no secret, you've been one of my favorite Bells since the first episode of the first damn season, right? So as a for real, so as a person who has watched it and has kind of been rooting for you in your corner, I was so happy to see you and Lateshia have that sit down last season. I think you had on the denim. Was it Versace? Like the
Versace
boots? Yeah, the boots. Yeah.
With a little fashion over and
that time, highs and lows.
I love
it.
Right?
But in that conversation, I remember after that scene wrap, it cut to one of your interviews, one of your confessionals. And in the confessional, you were asked if you trust Lateshia now. And you were like, no, I don't trust Lateshia at all, right? So going into this season, us now being formally introduced, I should say, to your friend Amanda, right? Longtime friend of many, many years, lots of history. People assume that you, although you weren't responsible for like the information being shared, you weren't responsible for what Amanda disclosed. People feel like you played a part in that, Latrice, in that making it to the air, in that even being something that was discussed. And I feel like you haven't had an opportunity to even clear that part up yet, right? Just in general, whether or not you were involved in or knew that Amanda was going to disclose that information on camera and that y'all would have to talk about it and that it would in effect hurt Lateshia. You know what I'm saying? Did you do that, Latrice? And if not, can you make that clear for the people so they can get that off your name?
No, of course not. So the thing with Amanda, of course, she told me and Tambra about the whole DM situation. My thing is, and even to this day, if it were to happen again, I would never tell Lateshia that her man was in anyone's DMs. Let's just put that out there. I don't care if they ask a round around the question 1,000 times. That's just something that I wouldn't tell her for various reasons, for sure.
And that's the thing. I probably wouldn't have told her either because Latrice is going to bring it up a little bit in a minute, but I probably wouldn't have told Lateshia anything about her husband, only due to the fact that we already know how she rolls. She's going to take her husband back. She's not going to listen to anything that her friends have to say. She's going to take her damn husband back. And I don't really think that's anything for any of us to be mad about, but that's the damn truth. She's the type of person that, you know, if my man did it, my man just did it. I'm just gonna take my man back. I'm gonna take my man back. That's the type of vibes that she gives off. Like, it don't matter what a man did, she gonna take him back. That's just how it comes across to me. So yeah, but we can continue on, y'all. Let's continue.
Sure. You know, I've gone to Lateshia plenty of times to, you know, give her information, and each and every time that has backfired in my face, like one way or another. So with that, I just feel like, you know, whatever, I just feel like a lot of stuff that she already knew and she knows. So it's no need for me to say anything to her. But with the whole Amanda situation, like, you know, we're friends, and I'm thankful that she did keep that information from me to a certain extent of time. And I mean, oops, sorry, my own phone hit the floor. Okay. So I just feel like, I'm trying to see how I want to say this, Carlos, without giving so much away. Okay.
Well, I don't want to speak for you, but I think what you're trying to say is the fact that when it came to the information, you felt that, because you said this on the show, you felt that your loyalty was to your friend. Right. And not necessarily to Lateshia, because what Dustin's asking, a lot of people are asking is, and we talked about this at the reunion as well. The moment you found out, right? Like, okay, I now have information about this, my friend Lateshia and her guy. They are questioning, like, why not give her the respect of a heads up based on the fact that you two did have some friendship, you know, that you two weren't even beefing at the time.
So I think that was more protecting myself because, like I said, I have told Lateshia the most simplest thing, and it has turned in, you know, it's always making me look like I'm the villain when in fact I'm actually trying to help. Like, say for instance, the whole baby situation, right? With Glendale. My whole thing was, the only thing I told Lateshia was, oh, somebody's going to talk about the baby on a blog. They took that entire thing as if I brought information about the baby, like this was their first time hearing about the baby, like I'm trying to break up a happy home because I brought the whole baby into the equation, when in fact they already knew about was not even a baby. The child was like probably 9 or 10 years old. Like, you know, it's just little simple stuff like that. Like, I just can't get past that. So with that, that's the reason why I do not tell Lateshia anything. I've done this with plenty of friends, and in the end, like, they're beefing with me because, you know, I was once that girl that if I saw your boyfriend or husband doing something, I'm taking pictures, I'm texting you. Like, I do all of that. But like I said, in the end, they're beefed out with me, you know, because 9 times out of 10 you're on the road with your spouse, right? So that's just the way it goes. And it's like a bout lesson each and every time. I've lost plenty of friends over that. So no. But another thing, like a lot of people were saying, I did that to get revenge from Tisha for the whole her and Marie trying to fight me type of thing. Like, that happened like 2 seasons ago. If like Tisha has done something to me from season 1 up until probably this season, if I wanted to get back at Tisha for something, then I think I would have probably done it in season 1 or season 2. Like, you know, I have no reason to wait 4 or 5 years later and think, oh my God, now let me get revenge on Lateshia. You know, I got so much other stuff going on than getting revenge by bringing somebody on with text messages. Now, that's not my type of revenge.
Yeah.
Like a text that's so mediocre, you know. If I'm gonna actually plan something and do something, it's gonna be way bigger than that. Trust and believe that.
I was
So
gonna
go
ask,
ahead.
sorry, but
Mhm.
you kind of already answered about like generally, do you like tell people when you see stuff? Because we have this debate all the time, right? Like I totally feel you. I've definitely been the one that's been demonized, trying to give somebody a heads up. But I still do it though. I still do it because I'm like, I'm not gonna help no guy cheat. But is it a thing specifically with Lateshia that she's hard to receive? It's hard for her to receive this, and she
Yeah,
doesn't.
it's definitely a lot harder for Lateshia to receive it, which is
Mhm.
why,
You
I
don't
just
want.
don't. I think if we're looking at it, we can go down a list of Bells, and I'm pretty sure all of them know something about Glendale, but nobody is gonna be like, hey Lateshia, your husband is this or that,
Is
So
he
no.
is he blatantly out there like that? Is it like a known thing in the streets of Mississippi? Is it like, oh yeah, that's what is he community?
I mean, Claudia, Dustin, you guys have been watching the show. So
I haven't been
I
to
mean,
Mississippi in a long time, so I don't know what's in those community streets. Like, is his D community D?
that's what they would say. I've never had his D before. I just focus on my husband's D. So that's what people say.
Okay.
And I don't know. I just know what people say. I have
Yeah.
not been in the room when, so I can't specifically say if he's
So it's
doing
all
it because I'm
allegedly.
not in the room.
We're
But
gonna
it's
say
just what they say for sure.
allegedly.
Allegedly.
Legal
Mhm.
notes.
I got a question for you, Latrice, right? Because I just want to clear up just the part of like your accountability for like what happened, right, with Lateshia, or what people perceive you should be accountable for, right? Because we don't know whether or not you had an opportunity to alert Lateshia, right? Not that there was a matter involving her husband or perceived alleged infidelities or any of that, but that something was going to be coming her way that she needed to prepare herself for, or just not be caught off guard with, right? Did you ever have an opportunity? Because what we saw on camera was you and Tambra and Amanda in her salon. What's the name of her salon, Latrice?
Pretty Slayer.
Yeah, shout out to her salon. But we saw you guys in her salon and we saw her bring that information to light. And a lot of people feel like you knew it was going to happen. You know what I'm saying? And whether or not you knew it was related to Letitia's husband having an affair, cheating or whatever, allegedly, but that you knew something was going to be introduced in that scene that was going to have a negative impact on Lateshia. Did you know what I'm saying, that something was coming her way? And if you did know, would you have, if you didn't know, had you known, would you have given her some sort of heads up that something was coming her way? I think that's what people really want to know. And I don't think your answer should be anything one way or the other, right? I think it is what it is. But did you know that something was coming her way?
All right, so let me say this because I think, going back to what you said, everybody felt like it was an ambush at my house, which is completely false. Like I said, I would never bring any individual to, for one, that's too much of a liability. You get the fighting and baby, everybody want to sue. You can sue somebody for sneezing. So, that wasn't my intention. My intent was to have the girls come out, like it was Marie's first time at my house. I was surprised I even invited her to my house. I just wanted everybody to just vibe out, have a good time. Now, Amanda, like I said, revealing, of course, Glenn is in her DMs. That was something that I did not know was going to happen. Nobody can ever, I don't care how they twist and turn it. Like, it wouldn't have went down like that at my house. Now, if we go back to the salon, of course, I knew about the DMs, right? And it's a show. Let's just face it, it's a show. So I feel like eventually it would have came out. Now, being that it came out at my house, like, and I even told Amanda, like, that was completely unacceptable. Like, I just don't bring bad vibes to my house. Like, when they came, I literally staged my house. Like, I don't even know if that, well, I know they recorded that, but literally staged my house because that's just how protective I am about like my vibes, spirits. Like, I just want to be in good spirits all the time. But Ambush and Tisha at my house, like, no. And honestly, I don't even know. Let me say this. Let's go back to, because I honestly feel like Tisha probably knew in a sense, like she probably knew more than I knew. at my house. You know, and that's honest to God. Like,
Why do you feel like
I'm a
that?
stand up. So if we go back to
We lost. Damn. See, you just got there.
Okay, so at this point they had lost Latrice. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to fast forward through it just a little bit, and then we're gonna get back into it. I think she was still out right here. Okay, there we go.
I don't even know how to put it on. Like, what do you put it
You
on?
gotta
I do not see the do not disturb. I see airplane mode.
No,
do
yeah,
airplane mode.
airplane mode. Do that. Airplane mode will help you out.
Okay.
It just won't
No,
ring.
child, this ain't it. Keep on going,
Oh,
Scotty. Keep on
like,
going, Scotty. Keep on going. Keep on going. Keep on
I want
going.
to hear you.
Keep on going. This ain't. There you go.
Mode completely turned off all the
Yes.
Wi-Fi. But yeah.
Never mind.
I want you to
Sorry.
know what we were talking about you while you were gone. I want you to think it was like being shady. So I was saying I have a similar thing like you where you have a mischievous look to you. I have it too. Where even when I'm being 100% sincere, I'm like, no, I'm serious. Like I have like a glimmer in my eye or like a nervous laugh, and people be like, "You lying?" I'm like, I'm not.
That is me. I'm gonna either flip my hair or I'm gonna laugh. Like,
Yep.
even if you go back to last season, when they had the whole fight at Taste, like I'm sitting here like, you know, but I'm so like my brain is like, oh my god, but it's like, yeah, okay, you guys. But anyways,
And you're like, I'm not lying. I'm telling the truth. And they're like, mm-hmm.
So just what was the question that you had for Latrice before you got knocked off?
Yeah, no, I just wanted you to have the opportunity to clear that up for people, Latrice, you know, because I think a lot of people have assigned you the responsibility of kind of making the situation was in place for Lateshia, to feel some sort of pain. And I think a lot of people feel like you knew a bomb was coming her way. You might not have known it was related to Glenn being in some sort of inappropriate situation, allegedly, but they feel like you knew something was coming her way. You did have an opportunity to kind of like protect her in some way, and you chose not to. And I don't think you really have had an opportunity to like clear that up for people so that they know how you came with that. You know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to give you the floor to like lay it out plain. Like, I did not set her up. I did not know a bullet was coming her way. Had I known, I would have or would not have, whatever your answer would be, but just to kind of clear that up for the people.
Okay. Absolutely. So of course, like I always say, I did not know that a bullet was coming Letitia's way. Like at my house, if I invite you to my house, I want nothing but positive vibes. Like I had done so much that day to just make sure all the girls came and that they had a great time, from, you know, the catering of the food to the events that we had lined up, all the games, just whatever. Like I wanted everybody to just come and have a good time. Me, and honestly, Amanda didn't even reveal the DMs. It was her girlfriend Javon that revealed the DMs. You know, I think it was just a lot of drinks flowing at the time and just how, you know, everything just played out, which is unfortunate. I do hate that. Now, of course, I knew about the DMs. You know, Amanda had told me and Tamara about the DMs. Now, being that we are on a show and we did talk about it that scene, I can say that, you know, eventually that was going to probably come out one way or another. Whether she told it directly to Tisha, or, you know, if she just told it to, you know, me, Tamara, Selena, or whoever the case may be. Like, I didn't know that it would, that when it did come out, that it would come out that way. Like, that's not my intention to ever hurt an individual, you know. And even though I did know the information, and I honestly, like I said, that's nothing that I'm going to bring back to Latisha. Like, it was nothing.
One thing that the fans are super happy about is the fact that, and Dustin is one of those people too, they love that you and Marie are like getting along. They love it. They love it. They love it. It's probably, you know what's so interesting, Latrice? It's the number one comment I get about this season. Everybody talks about, like, we have so much fun seeing Marie and Latrice get along and how much fun y'all are having. And even in this episode, my favorite moment of the episode was when, you know, listen, Latisha actually plainly, like, if there's something you heard, tell me now, tell me. And you sip your drink, and Marie said, That's the way of telling you. You like, hold on, Marmar.
Yeah. Yeah.
Marmar.
I don't really think we care about this part, but these are the things that Latrice said. Latrice pretty much said that at the end of the day, she really didn't have nothing to do with the questions. She said that she know exactly who did it, but we'll find out at the reunion. And she said that she really didn't have no reason to set up Lateshia. Now, y'all can do whatever you will with this information. I don't know how y'all gonna feel about it, and I ain't even gonna say that I believe or disbelieve at this moment. I'm just gonna let things play out the way that they are. But I'm definitely wondering what you guys think about this situation. So with that being said, this is your boy Scotty by Nature TV. Be sure to like, rate, comment, subscribe, share this video, and also click on notification bell so you could be notified whenever video drops. And if you want to follow me on any form of social media, my Twitter, my Instagram, and my TikTok will be down below. With that being said, you guys, your boys up out here, and I will see you guys on the next one. Bye, y'all.
Things I wanna do to you, all the love you try to hide, deep in between those thighs. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. If it's good loving that you want, you can get it all from me. Ain't too proud to beg for what I want, ain't too proud to beg for what I need. Good loving that you want, you can get